chapter 28, verses 16 through 20. Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. And Jesus came and said to them, All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey obey everything that I have commanded you. And remember, I am always with you to the end of this age.
Thank you, Ryan. So, as everyone knows, that our youth group and Lovely Lane and Bertram and Buffalo came down and spent 3 days together, and our youth are here to talk about that experience. So I believe Don's got day one for photos, and then the kids will come up and tell them about what happened in day one.
You bleeding like there's never spot. Flying out, huh?
Well, I'm too older.
That's what I thought. Oh, okay, now you did.
They also did the benches that sit down at the city park. They refinished those too.
Sitting down on the job, I think.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Here's where you're supposed to be. You know, that's the,
Well, Christian's not church apart.
the first day was really the most work packed. That's pretty much the whole morning and afternoon.
That's what they were doing most of the time. They were taking it.
I was relaxing, man. I was enjoying myself.
You worked hard.
Yeah, I did. Well, as hard as Becky did.
Right. That was a blessing in disguise.
Too cold?
It was.
sign that says ice cream.
I know, I wish it had the theme song from it. You ever tear up, get hard?
Yeah, well,
Get some really nice ones.
You know, you take the shells out? Okay. Seems preparing meals, we don't see anybody eating anything, how come?
well, we couldn't, we were too busy.
Oh.
They work for us.
Citizens.
Okay, guys.
Lex, do you wanna start? Come on. Here's the mic. Who's the? Oh, there you go, Cody.
Yeah.
We had a problem with Lexi. Lexi didn't like to talk very much, so she had to spend the time with Mikey. And believe it or not, she can talk very, very good, so Lexi's gonna start us off.
So,
Yeah, good.
It's on.
It's on, yeah.
Hi.
when we got to this church, we took everything off the walls and we wiped everything down and we cleaned the church. And then Rex painted the walls. And then we went to Maynard and Colleen's house and we did a bunch of yard work and we visited with them. And
Whatever you want to talk about. That's about it, yeah.
You made the meals too at night.
Yep, she'll go back, she said.
I headed up the mechanical end of it. I was the main guy for the concrete pour for the bench. We had to dig that all out and form it up and poured it. And we using, thanks to Donnie, used his little electric mixture. 2 bags at a time, 18 bags later, got that pad poured and finished off and everything. And wasn't the easiest thing because there was nothing level to go off of to start with to try and get everything to line up. And the sidewalk going into the church is a ramp. It kind of slopes, so it had to kind of feather it up to that so that nobody trips on the edge and everything. And every time I turned around, the kids would be gone and I'd be there by myself working. And sometimes it didn't take 30 seconds even, and they were gone. They did carry the concrete from my truck over to the church for me, which helped. But then they found out that they don't have enough oomph in their oomph. They couldn't get the dirt dug out. Didn't know what a shovel was, I don't think. It didn't fit their hands very well. So also, we had 3 benches that we redid for Mechanicsville. One's from the church there, and then the other 2 are down in the city park. And we were asked to redo those, and we had pressure washed them Saturday before the kids came, when we had our bake sale up there in Mechanicsville. And we pressure washed them, and then the wood was a little bit softer than what we thought. Their wash was a little rough on them, so we spent Monday morning, or Caleb did, sanding them back smooth, and then that afternoon they waterproofed them, and it's amazing how much better they looked over what they were originally. Matter of fact, the ones from Mechanicsville, from the city park, they decided they weren't being used, so they may be moving those benches uptown to where they might get more use. They like how they look so much more now than the way they looked before. And then we had some dirt around the church that we had to do some leveling. They had brought it in and dumped it around the outside of the church, and it needed to be leveled off. And so the kids started on that whole process and got that dirt leveled off. And there was something out in the front by the sidewalk where the water shut off is. They had extended that up above ground, and was dirt there that had to be leveled off. And hardest thing was just keeping the kids on task and figuring out where they were. It's amazing how fast they could disappear and how hard it was to find them when they were gone. So